closer you are to the ground, the harder it is to go down the road without running over or running into things. So anything under 3.5 inches, you're playing roulette. And when I say roulette is whether or not you're going to leave part of your car at the speed bump or manhole cover. The crown coming in and out of driveways, which doesn't really seem like it would matter so much until you do that 4 or 5 times you start bending frame rails. It's easy to throw things on the ground, but it's really tough to get them to ride good.
Without enough compression travel, you will easily bottom out a vehicle. It might ride decent on smooth roads and then even smaller bumps, but even with moderate bumps, you're going to feel where the car has a hard jar over a bump, and you feel that impact harshness. Or specifically, when you load the vehicle down, add more passengers, add more luggage into the trunk, you're going to notice that exponentially worse. So not only looking into available shock travel, we will also want to take a look at the axle to frame travel, axle to floor pan. You know, depending on the vehicle, there's numerous products available to help remedy that, be it drop spindles, correct length shock absorbers, C-notches for a lot of the classic trucks that we can put a C-notch in and get more compression travel out of it. And then we also want to take a look at the spring rates. Oftentimes when lowering a vehicle, we're going to need a little bit higher spring rate to make sure the vehicle doesn't bottom out.
There's a lot of other things that may cause interference issues and binding that people don't think about. Things like the ball joint angles. You may lower the car so far that the ball joints are bottoming out in the housings, and that could lead to a broken ball joint and a catastrophic failure. The sway bar links could get massively out of alignment when you go that low, and that could cause binding. The rubber bushings in your control arms are really only designed to move so far. You may be moving them out of the range where they want to be. That can be remedied by loosening them up and reconfiguring them to be setting at the lower ride height, but you don't have to worry about any of that stuff if you put a proper bushing in there. Those are the kind of things that we address when we develop a new kit, so you don't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah, when you lower the vehicle, you're doing a couple things. You're moving the rear end up. With driveline angles, you got to have cancellation with your front and rear U-joint. If you don't have cancellation, you'll get driveline vibrations. A lot of people chase this thinking it's a wheel vibration when it's actually caused by driveline angles. If you don't have enough working angle on your U-joints, you'll wear them out just as fast as having excessive too. So all that stuff's got to be taken into consideration when doing the kit. We've already done that and solved that problem for you already.
When you start to lower a car, the angles of your control arms are going to change, so it's also going to change your caster and your camber and your toe. So we need to come back and make sure that we get those into proper specification. All of our stuff has got corrected or added caster and camber characteristics that adjust for a lowered ride height, so that at that particular height, the adjustments have been made into the control arms already, so that you don't wear your tires out and so that the car drives with some good manners.